What's up, everybody? Welcome to the Difficult to Please podcast, episode 62.
Yep, 62. Where my dog's at? Rest in peace, DMX.
Rest in peace, DMX. We are recording on Wednesday, December 18th,
October.
a week before Christmas.
Ooh.
I know.
I can drink that whiskey correctly. You said that's like October. The fuck?
Nah, we last recorded in October, November. I forget what exactly, but
it was exactly.
It's been like 6 weeks, I think, since we last recorded the podcast.
For some odd reason, I thought it was longer. But yeah.
No. It was like, I think we did one either like right before Halloween, I want to say. And then that was it. And then between that episode, we had like a long summer break. And then and because we haven't posted. Yeah, exactly. And because we didn't post the October episode, it just feels long. That's why I was like, oh, it feels long. But it's like, oh, we did one episode since the beginning of summer, I guess.
Oh, damn. Okay. Did you even end up posting like that latest episode?
No, that's on me too. Okay, this is what happened. So it's like, what happened was, right, we recorded, it was like Halloween, and then it was like, family shit, election shit, and then it's like I was already gone. I was in Baltimore for like a week, and then it's like mad busy, and then it's like Thanksgiving.
Yeah, holidays are like rough.
Yo, after like November hit, I was like, dude, I gotta get back into it. It was just like a lot of shit. But anyways, we're back. Well, I think this is the last episode before the end of the year. I want to say yes.
Yeah, I mean, it's already October. It's already mid-December, mid-October apparently. But yeah, it's mid-December.
Mid-October, yeah.
What are you drinking?
I am drinking. It's called a Castellum. I don't know how to fucking say it. Castellum cider based out of San Diego.
Damn, you really keeping up with San Diego.
It's a churro cider. What's up?
Oh, you're really keeping up with all the San Diego stuff. I've never heard of that.
Yo, I didn't even realize they're from San Diego, but I just saw it said churro cider. I was like, okay, I'm in. Fuck it.
Like these people
ball out. You got this.
You ball out. Churro cider.
I found this can. I was like, all right, sick. Let's do it.
What's churro cider San Diego? Okay, I'm gonna.
Like, I didn't even know it was from San Diego. I just saw churro cider. I was like, oh, I love churros.
I love churros. Okay, I see it.
I miss getting churros fresh from like the taco store, from like taco shop, not store. I wish it was taco store.
Damn. Yo, taco stand. And if you're ever back in San Diego, taco stand is like the place to go now.
Taco stand is like it's tacos El Gordo with like a shave and a shower.
Sure, yeah, I think that's fair.
It's a little bit like cleaned up.
It's a cleaner version of tacos El Gordo for sure. Yeah, yeah. You're right. I could fuck with that.
Yeah, and it's like, because it's like taco stand, the way that they kind of like made their business, it's like a regular, like, it doesn't have that like confusion of different lines like tacos El Gordo. You just kind of just go up and you order the menu, versus like a tacos El Gordo, you have to go.
Oh no,
in
you
the
have to do that taco
line.
stand. No, it's the same way.
For real?
Yeah.
Okay.
I always get confused because I want to order carne asada fries, and then like I can't because I'm always in the wrong line, and then they're like, oh yeah, you actually just pay first for the carne asada fries, but everything else you have to walk and order. So I'm like, my dumb ass is like waiting forever in front of like the carne asada line, and they're like, oh, did you already pay? I'm like, oh no, not yet. They're like, oh yeah, you have to go pay for it. I'm like, fuck man, fuck. Why do I have to go in front of the line? And I'm like, ew, give me that sheep liver or sheep intestine.
Where's the taco stand located at?
In Sanitas, I think it's up north.
Okay.
Actually, I don't even know if it's called.
I might be mixing my my taco out of places and shit.
Probably. Oh, I might head up
Well,
I might head up to Portland in February or April.
Oh yeah, skeet.
Because I'm gonna go.
Let me know.
Yeah, I'm gonna go to Seattle for SakuraCon. So I was like,
Oh, I was like, are you gonna go to Vancouver too? Gotta do that shit in. I'm just kidding.
no.
Yeah, I have like what days you going?
It would be.
I mean, you don't have to fucking put it on the pod. Like we can edit this out.
Yeah, sure. Yeah. Mention it later.
I don't want to dox you or anything.
I go fuck because that SakuraCon. Step. I hate his take on the AI. Step.
I fucking I have a lot of PTO I need to burn, and I'm already taking like a week off in February. So if it lines up, it lines up. So I'm just
April. Yeah, it's gonna be mid-April.
Mid-April? Oh, I don't know. Oh, shit. Okay, let me know because I might be. I forget if I'm leaving in April or May. I have to go to
Canada.
Alabama for like a weekend in April.
For Renna's family?
Yeah, we're like overdue.
Got it.
We've been like putting it off, but like, oh, we should actually go to Alabama. Yeah.
All
This
right.
is one of those things.
Got it.
All right.
What
are you drinking?
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Yeah, I fucking big ass tangent. What are you drinking?
I am drinking Kisoyama Yuhi. It's a type of Japanese whiskey, not that expensive. Oh, it was on sale. That's the reason why I got it. I freaking texted Erwin, like randomly. I'm like, hey man, make a decision, gun to your head. Am I getting Japanese whiskey or bourbon? And he goes like, haha. I'm like, all right, man. That was like a cue for you to answer. Like, what the fuck are you just like not giving me? It's like, oh, I didn't know. I'm like, help me, I'm at the store. Come on, man. Anyways, yeah, that's what I'm drinking. It's not bad. It's no Yamazaki. It's no Ichiro malt. It's none of my favorite Japanese whiskeys typically, but it's not bad. I like it. And his cup is from it's a espresso cup from Jakarta, Indonesia. It's really cool. It's where all the shit cat coffee comes from. Very nice. I like. Sorry.
I feel like I told you my dad went to fucking. I feel like I talked about this on a previous episode. When my dad and my mom went to Indonesia, and they had to stop over in and they got the cat poop coffee from wherever.
Hell yeah!
And I was like, this is like, it's not amazing.
No, it's not great, but it's how like so. So some of it in Vietnam, they have it too. So you can also get it at Vietnam. So when you have that, you're supposed to put the condensed milk. All right. But if you get the
shit, that's what.
Yeah, it's the same. I found out it was the same. It's almost the same thing. Or it's that level of intensity of coffee. That's why Cafe Du Monde's coffee is really chicory coffee is kind of close to it. It has that same level of intensity. If that makes sense.
Fuck my life. I guess because I'm like black coffee drinker.
Yeah.
I just kind of like, this tastes like ass. I don't.
Yeah, it kind of has like a chicory coffee. Now it makes
more sense.
Yeah, it has a more. It's closest to chicory coffee kind of thing. It tastes like shit. Yeah, it is made out of shit. That's why. But yeah, so like in Indonesia, I actually was just watching a video on this, but they actually mix some of the coffee in. Well, there's iced apricot, which is avocado coffee. You mix avocado, chocolate syrup, and coffee together, and it's really fucking good.
That is very Southeast Asian. Holy shit!
It's very Southeast Asian. But then remember, this also kind of like mimics bullet coffee because you know how
it's fatty.
Yeah, it's fatty, and because caffeine can't cross like the blood-brain barrier, so it needs fat to cross it. So avocado is actually really good for caffeine circulation in the body. I did not notice until like more recently. I had a discussion with like a pharmacist about this, and she was just asking me like, why do people drink bullet coffee? I'm like, it has to do with fat, right? She's like, oh, so it can cross the blood-brain barrier. I'm like, I didn't know that. I thought it was just because fat was harder to like break down, so it just stays in the system longer. She's like, oh no, it just works better because it's gonna cross the blood-brain barrier. I'm like, fuck, I learn something new every day. So I'm gonna start having like MCT oil and butter.
Get the fuck out! You sound like fucking Joe Rogan. This is not the Joe Rogan.
Well, Actually, these are facts. Okay, I'm just kidding.
Joe Rogan, I smoke cracks.
Oh, I'm not actually ready to get into that topic yet. About
No,
like
me neither.
that side
I
of
feel
like
you.
the U.S.
I'm not.
Post election. Like I've told this to my friends, like my friends who are like more politically involved. Also, I'm like, I'm so sorry. I'm gonna tune out like the news for a while, and I've been really good about it. Like I stopped listening to the Daily for a while. I stopped listening to Vox for a while. I just listened to like like Prof G, Vergecast. Um, Sometimes I'll listen to the powers that be because Puck's a really good news channel, and sometimes the Financial Times and like Wall Street Journal and stuff like that. I'll listen to that from time to time. But like no, like when it comes to like politics, like I'm like, fuck, dude, I just need to stay away from it at least for a year. Let me just stay away from it. Let me step out. Let me just focus on my own things because I think that's like mentally healthy right now. I think yeah, it sucks, but at the same time, it's like, well, here's the pros that just focus on making money, and I think you'll be okay. Just focus on making money. I'm serious. Just focus on making money because you'll benefit from it the most right now. So focus on that. I don't care about all the billionaires pocketing pay to win kind of shit right now. I'm ignoring all of that right now. I can't focus on that. I have to focus on me right now. Me and DMX. Rest in peace. Where my dog's at.
I'll say one thing that's like not political, anything about Joe Rogan or anything, but
okay.
Oh, like in the sense of like I've been going to therapy since. That's probably also why I haven't pushed like doing the podcast a lot because I did like weekly therapy from like May up until like last week.
Oh, good for you, man.
So yeah, therapy was great. So it's like, well, I think one of the things like in therapy that, intense in like times of like intenseness, it's like, it's okay to tune out. Like it's that self-preservation.
Yeah.
Like you have to like self-care in sense of like, it's okay to zone out because that's how you have to like move forward. Like you don't have to be like
Always
super connected and always like knowing things. Like it's okay to just be like a bystander, even though it's like for me sometimes it runs up against like my various values, but it's like no, but it's like in order for me to like survive on the daily and not like spiral, I'm like I have to tune out. Like
so like you're trying to like narrow your circle a little
politics.
bit. Yeah. Same here. I think I more lately I've been trying to like narrow my circle because you're right. This is not about politics or anything. Like I'm not going to talk about it. Yeah. I'm trying to avoid it right now. So it's like it's just about like narrowing your circle. Stop being so reactive to like so many external stuff and blah blah blah. And like it's crazy. You've been talking about therapy and like I think my form of therapy now is just kind of like expressing my emotions to like friends now. That's it. Like I just if I need to say something, I'll say it to a friend, get it all out, and like I'll tell them like you can respond to it. You don't need to respond to it. It's whatever. Like I just need to get this out. And they're like, oh, okay, cool. So that's like my form of therapy lately, and I'll just kind of like reason things out with myself, and they're just like, good session, bro. I didn't do anything, but good session. I just was a part of this conversation you took me on, and then you just dipped out. Like that's cool. You just
like this is what like venting was like in high school.
Yeah, I mean, I think that's what it is, right? I think instead of like keeping things in,
you just needed to vent.
Yeah, you just need to vent. I think that's what it is, and I don't know. Well, yeah, but everyone goes to therapy for different reasons. So I guess I haven't really hit there yet, just quite yet. But I could see why like people go to therapy. And like, dude, power to you, man. Like you should go for it. It's been good for you.
Yeah. It was. We had to end session for like various reasons, but like it was a good run. So I was like very like satisfied by the end of my time at therapy.
Nice. Yeah.
But to think about like venting and like in high school, I think right now on TikTok, TikTok content just feels like senior year because it's like the May part of senior year of like you see the end, like because of like the government, the US government like passed the bill to ban TikTok.
Yeah.
So now everything's just getting quirky and fucking weird, and it's just kind of like funny, and it's not just like
oh, interesting. I've been out of TikTok for a while.
No, it's not just like.
But yeah, go ahead. What about TikTok?
No, it's just not like it doesn't feel like too drama. Like you have to be like constantly online type shit. Mm. It just feels like weird and funny. Like there's like two trends going on right now. It's like music I would play at blank, and it's like just like this really ironic or really like dark kind of comedy.
Got it. Okay.
So like one of so for example, one of the things I've seen, it's like if I were in charge of music at the funeral home, and it's like a picture of like a funeral, but they're playing fucking Usher's Let It Burn.
I don't know why.
And then it's
the first thought in my head was playing the theme song to Super Smash Brothers Melee. I don't know why. Oh.
So this is like really dark shit, and it's like quirky and funny. I'll say one other one. It's like if I were, it's like POV. If I were JFK in November 1963, and then the song is fucking it's 2 Chainz. Pull up to the scene with the ceiling missing. I was like, oh shit. Oh, this edit on TikTok is gonna be funny as fuck. But yeah, so I'm just saying that it's just like it's a funny place to be. The other meme that's just kind of weird and funny. It's like Pepe the Shrimp from Muppets, where people are just like taking multiple slides and like trauma dumping and like this weird coping funny kind of humor.
Mine's always like office humor. It's like you get in like a Teams call, but it's you and it's your boss and your HR manager.
Yeah, lately it's not been like that. It's just kind of like it's like these 20-somethings trauma dumping from like their like childhood. I'm like, man, yo, motherfuckers need therapy. God damn it! Like, what the fuck?
Oh man, that's intense. It's interesting too,
but in terms of like the newsy part and kind of like, just like a quick update. I think it's been updated within like the last 24 hours, but like the Supreme Court's going to take up the challenge from TikTok about the ban.
Okay, yeah. It's official then. Okay, cool. Interesting.
So they're going to take up the arguments in like the first or second week of January. It's kind of like the last ditch effort for the ban, I guess.
But it's a law, right?
Yeah, but you can still like sue on various whatever like.
Oh, okay. I guess it depends.
Whatever grounds they feel like they can sue upon, just to get it like overturned. But that's really like the last ditch effort. I don't have any political analysis or like leanings. I just kind of like, I don't see them winning, so I don't know what's gonna happen. That's why right now this app feels like senior year of like. May senior year.
I mean, to be fair, Reels is good enough for me right now. It might not be as like great as TikTok, but like Reels is delivers me like good shit content. And I just laugh. I'm like, this is funny. Very nice. Send 800 to Erwin.
No, I was gonna say it's like, yeah, we have an ongoing Reels like. Fucking, we just send 20, 30, 50 reels a day to each other. And it's sometimes if I miss a round, I have to like wake up tomorrow and just make sure I go through them just to make sure I'm not sending the same shit back.
You know, it's funny. Like, if I involved Raft in it now. He's like, he's part of my thing now, and we just send each other the most fucked up dark shit ever now. Like, I'm just like, goddamn Raft. Like, both you and Raft will send me like stuff from Dark Humor, like that person. I'm just like, goddamn guys. Like, I'm just trying to be funny, and then like you guys send the dark action. I'm like, whoa. Like, I felt like I told Raph, I sent him this video of like this some guy modded a video game, and what he did was he made all the people like just little kids, and it's just like when daycare doesn't go well, it's just like a grown ass man beating these kids. And like I remember I sent that to like you and Raph, and like I told Raph like, oh dude, I'm totally sorry. Like I forget you have kids, and he's like, sometimes I think about doing that shit to DJ all the time. I'm just like, oh fuck. Like, you know, I mean, you know, I guess it's like being a parent kind of thing. Like, yeah, sometimes you just want to kick your kids in the face or something like that. But
like, yo, I don't honestly like gentle parenting is the hardest shit. Like, because it's like, I think most people are wired to like react and get like pissed off, or like
right.
Your ego gets checked or some shit, right? You just want to like fucking lash out.
Right.
But it's like, no, it's like having the fucking maturity to like hold back and like redirect the energy. Yeah. It's like a fucking like the hardest shit ever. I swear to God.
Yeah, I can imagine. Like, I can imagine me having kids. So like, parents don't get mad at me. And from the uncle side, I'm kind of just like, yeah, why not? That's cool. You should do what you want, kind of thing. I remember this one time my sister and I kind of argued about it, and like, they talked about one of them going to college, and I looked at him like, you don't have to go to college. Like, you can still be successful without going to college. And she's like, don't say that to them. I'm like, you're the director of MasterCard. You never went to college. Like, kind of thing. Like, you know what I mean? I'm just like you got a job over people with masters, okay? Like, don't tell them that like they have to go to college to be successful. They should pursue higher education for sure. I'm in support of that. But don't say like you can't be successful without going to college because you didn't go to college and you're super successful. I don't know where I was going with that, but then I'm just saying, like, as a non-parent, I could say that shit kind of thing. Like, I can have those arguments.
Yeah, you have like that, like, you have the leeway and kind of like the prestige of like, I've got kids, but look at me, I don't give a fuck.
Yeah.
I'm around kids. I'm around your kids. I don't give a fuck.
Yeah, like, forget. I took Nate out drinking the other day, and now he's like it was funny because I forget he's not at like 30-plus-year-old drinking. So we went.
He's like going hard.
No, he just. Okay, so here's the story. I took Nate. I was like, hey Nate, you want to? I'm gonna take one of my nephews out with me too. The other one, the second king, and we went to Botanica because I was like, all right, let's just like get into like cocktails, right? Let's just get into cocktails. Took him there. I was like, what do you like to drink? He's like, I don't know. I'm like, all right, this is going great. so like, let's just go with, we're at Botanica. Let's just go with a gin and tonic. Got a gin and tonic. He loved it. Right. I'm like, cool.
I'm mad surprised. Gin and tonic is not like a first time drinking like
are you
choice.
Sure?
I would.
Wait, are you sure? Because it was like, I feel
like for
you, me, Ray were like the ones who always drink a lot of gin and tonics.
As like the starter, like within your first few years, it's like not
He's
like
22, 23 now.
Oh, okay.
Right. So that's why I thought like, oh, I could take you to a cocktail bar now.
Oh yeah, like 21. I was like, dude, I need the sweet shit.
Yeah,
it's like 2021. I need sweet shit.
It's Jägermeister.
Give me the fucking soju. Yeah, give me the sweet shit.
Yeah. So I took him to a good gin and tonic. It was great. I got him. I think I got him 2 more drinks, and I remember I was finishing my 3rd one. I was like, cool. Like, how you can join the bar? He's like, yo, this bar is so sick. There's like art everywhere. I like the interior design and the vibes are really good. I am so drunk, and I'm just like, are you serious? And he's like, dude, I'm struggling. I'm like, oh shit. Like, I felt like legitimately bad for it. I'm like, oh, okay, we should probably just cut off that. Let's just get some food and like it was just funny because like when we walk, he's super friendly and stuff like that. I'm like, oh no, he's drunk. I'm sorry, Mel. I got your son drunk. I'll get him home safe. Don't worry, he's fine. He's fine with me. But so it's just like now I'm kind of worried if I take like my other nephew out with me, he's gonna be like a one-time drink kind of person. He's like, oof. Because I was like, oh, maybe he'll like polite provisions or something like that. Like I'm not ready to take anyone to Wormwood yet because they have a like an what do you call it? Absinthe or whatever it's called.
Oh fuck! Absinthe.
Yeah, like there's.
I
like
missed that shit from New Orleans, man. God damn, that was like shit.
In San Diego and Wormwood. There's a place that's dedicated to that kind of stuff. So they have it from like everywhere from France.
With the fucking drip, right?
Yeah,
with the fucking sugar.
Oh, they have everything.
Hard. I missed that shit.
Yeah.
New Orleans.
So if you ever go to San Diego, Wormwood is the place to go. Not an advertisement, but I'm just saying that they do it really
Not
well
an
there.
advertisement.
And they do really good food. You should all go to Wormwood. It's really good. I recommend it for a date spot.
No, me and Rona have been thinking about like, man, we should go back to New Orleans. Like, we're fucking overdue.
I want to go there too. So I was
like,
talking to with a friend.
I was like, oh, that's like a parent's trip. I can't I'm not bringing the Melia to fucking New Orleans. No fucking way.
No, it's just gonna be someone yelling in her face, Molly.
I don't want to say the other one. I don't want to say the other one. No, I can't.
Just some dude yelling.
It's too inside jokey, and it's like it's like not appropriate.
Yeah, it's just like some dude yelling random vices at us. That's it. That was his only vocabulary that whole night. He just yell just random vices to us, and we're just like, oh, okay, this guy's awesome right now. But yeah,
it was like it was like late. We were at like the oldest bar in America or whatever.
Yes.
Whatever they fucking like.
Yes, I remember. Yeah.
Like whatever history they claim, it's like the oldest whatever. And I was like, damn.
They got some bomb ass nachos. I remember that. One of them had like the seafood nachos that were so fucking good, and I just couldn't stop eating it. I remember that like very vividly because it was a dark ass bar. It was like I was like, oh god, this thing's about to break.
So fucking. It was like made of stone. Like it was like
or wood,
it was
or like
really old
wood or something like that. Yeah.
It was like definitely they have not touched that shit since like the 1700s or whatever the something fuck like it was.
Yeah.
Man,
it's dope. It's dope. And we didn't even get to the French Quarter yet, kind of thing. We were just still on Bourbon Street. We never left Bourbon Street on Mardi Gras.
That's what I'm saying. I'm like, yeah, we need to do a revival or another run at it.
Oh yeah,
because that shit was fun.
That was hella fun. Damn. Oh, you know what's funny? Like actually, I'm thinking about this now because I was kind of thinking about our conversation in the last 20 minutes, and then it's my nephew was just saying like, "Oh, you guys are just talking about old people shit now." I'm like, "Yeah, you're right now." It was like this is like upper 30s kind of stuff conversation now, and I kind of looked at it like,
yeah, well,
like I'm
in our 30s, we're like, what do we do in our 30s? Now it's like we're like in our late 30s, we're like almost 40, we're like old people shit.
Yeah, like I'm trying to get like a stable schedule kind of thing. That's the stuff I'm looking forward to.
Oh my
like I'm done with this per diem shit. I'm done with the variable schedule shit. I'm trying to rest my feet now. I'm trying to like go to sleep at a normal time. Yeah, that's those are the things I'm looking forward to 2025 is having a stable schedule. It's so random. Like, yeah, 2025 is the year of backlogs and stable schedules, baby.
No, no. Before we get into our other topics, let's just wrap up on another newsy thing.
Oh yeah, TikTok,
drones, aliens type shit. I don't know what the fuck is going on.
Yeah, that's right. I forgot. Like you and I weren't having this conversation about drones. Yeah, so I have a friend in Jersey who's like tripping out about it.
I'm like, bro, they're not fucking drones. Those are fucking aliens, dog.
They're like big ass drones.
There's no fucking way.
So my friend who lives in Jersey, my friend in Jersey is saying like, oh, he thinks it's like Russians or Chinese like trying to attack. I'm like, okay, first off, I don't think China would ever send a drone straight from China to New Jersey. They would at least go to Hawaii first, kind of thing, right? That's the other side of the thing. But yeah, he's like he thinks it's gonna be like a World War III kind of thing. But I'm just like, I think people just got a lot of money now. Like you're near New York, dude. Those are like six figures people. Someone must have bought a drone for no fucking reason and just decided to be like, hey, you know what? Let's recreate some shit.
No, because what's weird in that same time frame, and this is why I'm like, I'm like the fucking alien guy meme on fucking Ancient Aliens, like fucking aliens talk, fucking no. Not only did Jersey have those like 50 whatever fucking drones, there were also like drones, UFO type shit happening in Oregon. So it was kind of like weird. It happened at the same time. Obviously, New Jersey got more press about it, but it was just like weird. I was like,
I didn't know it happened in Portland too. Oh, interesting.
Yeah, it wasn't like in Portland, but it was like on the coast. But it was like similar, like mysterious, like it just came out of nowhere, like
a Disney fireworks show kind of thing.
No, because maybe not, because like there was like audio recordings from like the FAA in like the Oregon area, asking like the pilots asking like, hey, is there any like military shit happening right now, because there's these objects in the sky right now that like were on like a collision course, or like they didn't know where the fuck like they were at. Now that's like my like perspective, because I'm like, why is it at the same time? And it's kind of like the New Jersey shit. It's just weird because it was like mass and you can see it like, I don't know. That's why I'm like, it's the aliens, dog. They're just fucking over it.
Oh, I just think it's a bunch of people on Reddit who just suddenly got together and be like, hey, let's go find some drones at this time during it at Universal Standard Time kind of thing. I don't know. Could be, or it could be a 4chan thing. I don't know. Who knows, right? So I'm going to wrap up one more thing with the social media thing.
Yeah, go ahead.
How do you feel about Blue Sky right now?
Blue Sky feels a little bit better than, like, fuck, I would stay on Blue Sky if Twitter wasn't like my main source of sports stuff. Like my second screen stuff I do is like sports and like whatever. I'm like, it's not the engagement, and like the content creators aren't fully committed to Blue Sky. So it's just like, I'm still on Twitter. I'm doing both, but I'm still checking Twitter for more like sports stuff.
Oh, I deleted some tweets and accounts from Twitter because of, you know how they updated their terms of service.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so I'm just strictly on there as like a passive like watcher kind of thing.
Mm-hmm.
I think that's just like my new role in life, is just be a passive watcher on everything. It did, yeah.
The fucking watcher from fucking Marvel.
Yeah, I'm just like, actually that was probably the wrong. I don't know what the fuck that was. Whatever. I think I was trying to be Professor X and I just failed. What was your second topic again? We could just hard pivot. Hard pivot to that one.
We've been trying to change up our fucking our, I call it a rundown, but like the fucking blocks and shit. So yeah, that was the news block.
Yeah.
So if we want to go on to our new one, it's what's your take?
Yeah.
What's your take?
I love good takes. Good takes. Can you go first? I actually didn't think about it.
No worries. So my current take is that
okay, go ahead.
Yeah, Creed was and is fucking overrated. Like, I just don't give a fuck about the memes. Like, it was, the memes were pretty funny like the first maybe week, and like I feel like getting into it like months into it, I'm like, yeah, it's not really funny, and it's not helping me like them or make their music feel enjoyable. So I'm like, it's like the meme is old to me. So I'm like, all right, this shit, it's kind of whack.
Why? I'm just curious. Why Creed? Like, what brought up Creed for you?
I think people are still carrying like that meme on, so it's just kind of like, it's not funny. Like I don't find it funny. Like it's not, it's like a a dead joke. So I don't like the I don't find the meme funny, and then like I never found their music enjoyable. So it's like okay, like I'm out on it. So people who find Creed enjoyable, like ironically, but in the same vein as like Nickelback, I guess Nickelback would be like the prime example.
I mean,
I'm
that
like,
was our meme, I guess. I mean, I still like Nickelback, so but people are like, yeah, no, this is Nickelback. I'm like, okay, it's in that same kind of.
yeah, it's like the same vein. I'm like, oh yeah, I don't really, not that with arms wide open, and like I can only take so much. It's like fucking, like, fucking this shit's ass. I hate this, and it's like I think at the time at like peak 2002 2003 I didn't realize that they were like Christian rock. It didn't take me like until like adulthood, and I was like, "This shit's Christian rock, dude. This shit's fucking this shit sucks."
I kind of felt that way about Switchfoot and POD.
Switchfoot,
Oddly enough, they're both San Diego bands, but yeah.
Pod or POD rather, like that one kind of caught me off guard because it sounded like heavy metal, and then they just like, oh, they're talking about God and Jesus. I didn't catch that at all.
Yeah, I didn't catch that at all. Yeah, 100%. Oh my god. Let's see. Hot take. Do I have a hot take?
Like if you were on the subway and you ran into that guy, what? Like we're jacking his bit, but
I mean, it's a good bit. I love it.
It's a good bit, and I think that's like it distills like what we've been trying to like say on our various podcasts and episodes.
True. Yeah, that's true. I think Astro Bot was right in being Game of the Year. Yeah.
Damn.
Yeah, I actually think it was right. I think the reason why I say that is because this is actually PS4. Sorry, I was connected it to my PC. The PS5 controller is that they managed to actually utilize this whole thing, right? Like they perfected this thing. Like they made this. I feel like this is Astrobot right here. This controller is Astrobot, and no other game has utilized that. Like the full scope of that controller. Astrobot's the only game that actually has done it, because like no one actually uses like that middle, like this middle pad right here is supposed to be a touchpad, and you're supposed to be able to move things with the touchpad. No other game that really uses that mechanic, right?
No.
It's a button.
No.
It's strictly a button.
Yeah, it's a button, not a touch.
Right. And like this one has a gyroscope too, so you can actually do this to it. And Astrobot really does utilize all of it. So as a game and in terms of its technology, I think it's really, really profound in that way. Now, like I don't think very highly of like PlayStation now, like in most consoles. Like, but I think it deserved Game of the Year for sure. And I was like totally against Elden Ring being on there, even though it's my favorite game. Like I was surprised
you weren't gonna say Wukong.
Wukong is a really good game too, but it's a good game. I like none of those games on there. Probably the only one that really threw me off was that mobile game, that mobile dice game or mobile card game, like Baltara or something like that. That was the only one I was kind of confused on, because there were plenty. Like I'm surprised Honkai Star Rail didn't get it, because that was a really big, like that was their year this year, because they had such a good story plot, good characters, good advertisement, like good music. Like it was just, I thought 2024 was the year of Honkai Star Rail, to be honest. Like I like Zenless Zone Zero, which is a little bit more modern, cartoony. It's in the city. There's like a lot of hip hop involved and stuff like that. It's like it's really sick, but I just thought it was like it came out too late for it to be contender game of the year. Because right now it's having like its Infinity War arc right now, where all the factions from like the different patches are now like colliding the big baddie in this one. But anyways, yeah. I still think Astrobot deserved it. I think it's an interesting game, and the fact that fucking GTA 6 got awards already was kind of weird because they're just
How the fuck did GTA 6 get awards already?
most anticipated game. I'm like, okay, the Switch 2 is the most anticipated too, but that's not getting a fucking award either. But I heard like some journalists' good take on it, and they are saying that the way that gaming is nowadays feels like it has to be more, it has to live a long lifespan. For example, the top games played right now are Minecraft, GTA 5 Online, and I forgot the other one, Roblox and whatnot. And how old are all those games? They're more than 10 years old or more than 5 years old. Freaking GTA 5 was over 10 years ago kind of thing, right? And like that's what's insane to me. And like those games are still performing really well. Like you can't, the reason why you can't include Call of Duty is because Call of Duty comes out every year.
Yeah, it's not like just they're updating patches. They're like
it's
new titles every year.
It's a new title every year. So I think the reason why GTA 6 is gonna be really good. At first I thought GTA 6 was gonna be really bad, but when I heard the journalist's take on it, I thought it was really interesting. And it's the fact that like GTA 6 is probably gonna end up doing the long game kind of thing. They're gonna focus more on the online side because people have roleplay servers of GTA 5 online, right? Like
yeah.
Like I've seen someone like, oh, I'm just a hooker, and like this is like the day in the life of my hooker, and like on the day I throw away trash can, and like I'll watch someone like play garbage disposal, like they just go around collecting trash, and that's all they do for fucking 2 hours. It's so weird to me. I'm like, that's cool. like these roleplay servers are amazing. Like I totally get it because I see it in Rust, I see it in like DayZ and stuff like that. So it's like fascinating to me. So me thinking about how games are gonna like be in the future and how they're gonna be like kind of have that longevity kind of thing makes me wonder like, oh, this is probably gonna be the future of gaming in a way. Everything's just gonna have like long ass cultures going forward. And I was like, man, I wish Animal Crossing did that. Damn.
Man, if there was more like open world, like Animal Crossing, is that what you're saying?
More sandboxes. Like, just let them do
more
whatever.
Sandboxes.
Yeah, let them do whatever the fuck they want. Like in Minecraft, someone they have a scale of Disneyland, and like if you've been to Disneyland, you know exactly how to navigate in Minecraft, and they have all the rides too. Like they've replicated all the rides and everything. I saw someone do what do you call that? The one that used to be like Space Mountain or whatever it's called. Yeah, they redid that one, and it was really sick. I don't know how they did it, but it was really sick and really bored, I guess. But it's pretty cool. So yeah, sorry, that was a super long tangent, but yeah, Astrobot I think deserved Game of the Year for sure. Not my choice.
I haven't played too many games. Like I literally just bought Final Fantasy VII Rebirth.
Oh, I haven't played it yet.
I was like, shit, this is so good. Like the story's so good.
That's
so I'm like, I'm just behind on games. Yeah,
same here.
Games, but
like, also I said 2025 is the year of the backlog for me because I have like games that's just sitting there, and like Final Fantasy VII is one of them. And I have like Shin Megami Tensei 5 that came out like 4 or 5 months ago, and that Metaphor game.
Fucking Armored Core 2. I want to play Armored Core, but I'm like, I don't.
Armored Core 6? Oh, it's so fucking good. Yeah, I actually just watched a 5-hour lore video on it the other day. No, Armored Core is sick. Like I actually went through all the Armored Core. I'm like,
fuck, dude. Armored Core. Yeah,
oh yeah, you'll love it, man. It's fucking dope. Yeah. Oh shit. Yeah. Yeah. Get to it. All right. Those are two. Okay, those are two good hot takes. I didn't want to drag it out too long for sure. Okay, and finally,
it's totally fine.
All right, what you hyped on right now?
So going off the game vibe, so Capcom within the last few days announced that they were looking into reviving old IP. So I've been telling JV through our fucking through our chats and meme sharing, like, bro, Dino Crisis, they need to remake that shit because it's so fucking like
It's two.
It's so niche in the survival horror genre. It just fucking Resident Evil, but dinosaurs. Like, come on, like Jurassic Park fucking missed the boat. Like that shit is so fucking hard. Like I wish if that's true, if they were gonna really revive old IP, like
Dino Crisis.
Dino Crisis.
But
then JV, I remember you saying the story of it's pretty stupid.
Okay, so because Erwin didn't post a previous episode where I just ranted on Dino Crisis. My only gripe about Dino Crisis was like the payoff was not good. That's it. That's all I'm gonna fucking say is that the payoff was not good. But
You're right, yeah.
But like the story itself, the action, the intensity was really good. It just fucking it just didn't have to do anything with dinosaurs in the end. It was just so fucking stupid. That was like the worst payoff ever. Anyways, other than that, it's a fun game. It's just that the story payoff was just not that great. But if they really do redo Dino Crisis, I just hope they tweak that part of the story a little bit.
They fix the plot holes.
Yeah, they just fix the plot hole, and I'll be happy with it. Because you're right, it is a really good. It's actually like a pretty niche, interesting game. Because we all have zombies still. We all have all that stuff, and it's still like alive to this day. It's just, but dinosaur horror is like, oh, interesting. This is not Ark Survival, which is like a Jurassic caveman technology, if Minecraft meets dinosaurs kind of thing, but with like 3D models instead of like polygons. Anyways, yeah. All right. Yeah.
So what are you hype on?
Wait, just real quick. Let me follow up on it.
Okay.
Who was it? Sony or Capcom? That's that they want to revive IP. Sorry, I didn't mean to fact check you. I was actually curious because I don't know what that means. Because I heard some interesting things about like the reason why a Bloodborne 2 won't happen.
Let's see. Game. Japanese. I only saw that from Game Rant that it was just Capcom. I don't see anything about Sony.
Capcom. Damn, Capcom has so much good IP. Like Mega Man Legends, they have really. I would love to see the finishing of like Mega Man Legends.
Or like a reimagined Mega Man. Like
that's what Mega Man Legends was. It's about Rock, a character named Rock, and a character named Roll. And
fuck! I've never played Mega Man plus like 4 on like the I forget which console it was.
Yeah, so Mega Man Legends is a story about a robot named Rock and Roll and their grandpa, and them trying to figure out the mysteries of like where Mega Man came from. And Mega Man had like a pet monkey with him. And like it was just like about like this whole thing about the universe and like the world that they lived in and like ancient civilizations and stuff like that. It was really nutty, and it's like Mega Man with hair. Like that's how you start off with.
Nuts. Okay.
Yeah, it's a very interesting story. And like it was cool because like the villains were pretty quirky and fun also, and one of them ended up being in Marvel vs. Capcom 2. It was the Tron bot girl, or it was like the bot girl. And that little yellow minion. Yeah, and that little yellow minion is also from Mega Man Legends. Also. Yeah, they were the popular characters.
Okay, that makes more fucking sense.
Yeah, so I would like to see Mega Man Legends if that was going to do revive IP. What I'm hyped about. 2025, like I'm actually really excited for it. I'm like dreading and exciting for it, so I'm just like balanced out. Like first off, I ordered the Pokemon Hundreds t-shirt, collab t-shirt. I got the Eevee. I'm really excited about that. I love Eevee. Eevee's like my favorite Pokemon. Arknight's Enfield. Arknights is like the only mobile gacha game I'm really vested into, and they're gonna come out with a game now. And just like Grand Theft Auto 6, they already got like awards for technical achievement. I was like,
damn,
wait, like
okay.
yeah, like they just announced beta testing right now. It's crazy. So yeah, so Arknights, actually I'm not sure if it's technical achievement, but they won an award for like doing really well in something. And then Elden Ring Night Rain is also coming out. That got announced at the Gaming Awards, which is a Elden Ring version of I the best way I could describe it is like if Elden Ring met Fortnite. It's a roguelike. You have 3 days to like level up, and you fight a giant boss at the very end. And like that's it.
Oh.
Yeah, it's really sick. And then like I was trying to like I asked like Rayzon about it, and like Rayzon's only response was suck my ass. I was like, okay, cool. So that's okay. I was like, hey, what do you think about this? He's like, suck my ass. I'm like, all right, see you online. And then officially I'm gonna be traveling more. I'm finally gonna leave the city next year. Oh, that's leave Southern California. Sorry, that's probably the more appropriate term. Is leave Southern California next year. Like I said, going to Seattle, going to Portland. 2025 for me is a year of cleaning the backlog. So many things piled up, from books to games, anime, TV shows. I mean, hell, I didn't even start Yellowstone yet. Like that's how far I'm behind on stuff, and I'm gonna.
Why watch Yellowstone? I just watch it on fucking TikTok, dog.
And it's also the year of
I don't
pirating.
even watch the parts anymore. I just pirates this shit, dog.
Pirates everything.
Pirate this shit.
Pirates the shit out of everything because we all broke. Inflation's gone down, but we all broke. Capitalism, baby. These are all capitalism problems. I'm just kidding. Yeah, that's it. That's the only thing I'm excited about. I think 2025 is going to be a fun year for me personally, but I understand there's a lot of negativity that's going to be like raining down on me, but I have things to look forward to at least.
I think just like fucking tacking on 2025. I think 2025 is also going to be like another year of Kendrick shit, dude. Like Kendrick is on a run.
Oh,
I think he's just gonna like take because he's gonna do the Super Bowl in February. It's just kind of like,
yeah,
it's gonna continue, man. It's like it's like gonna be from May or April to April. Like that's just this is Kendrick, dude. No fucking way.
Did you ever see that conspiracy that Kendrick is gonna drop an album soon?
Yeah. Honestly, like I think after the Heart Part 6, when Drake dropped the Heart Part 6, I was like, Kendrick's gonna drop, right? And then I slowly went into a rabbit hole, and it just felt like QAnon, but on Reddit it was like QAnon. So it just felt like these like cryptic things that were happening were like people were trying to make something out of nothing, or like try and find like these double entendres in like really fucking obscure places. It just felt like I needed to step out. It started to feel like conspiracy theorist. Ooh. So I was like, okay, I can't. So I can't. So, but honestly, I think like, yeah, I think 2025 is still going to be like Kendrick's year. It's just like insane, like, dude.
Man, it was like hot Kendrick summer, and like up until now, holy shit.
Yeah, with the way that music has been like just like constantly pushed, and it just feels like music only lasts for maybe a week, a month, whatever. It's just like Kendrick's music has been like this whole ass summer, right?
Right.
It's like a whole ass summer, bro. Oh, and then he dropped the fucking album like 2 weeks ago. It's like, damn.
Yeah. I thought like Tyler the Creator's album was like really good. But then when Kendrick dropped his
shit.
Huh?
Chromacopia is really fucking like
he's just
obviously I'm a big Tyler guy. I'm like, fuck, dude.
Same.
Chromacopia is like
Oh, yeah. I think that could get album of the year. I think that could beat Kendrick's album. I think that's the only album I think that could beat Kendrick's album.
I think artistically, it's like, fuck. It's like it's Tyler's fucking like best work I think so far. That's like
and like
insane.
His last like 5 albums have been bangers, man. Since Flower Boy, it's just been bangers, like, bangers, and bangers. They're all good. His production skills like kept getting better, and he like it felt like he actually knew started to learn how to make songs versus just like fucking around. I mean, yeah, that was on Future.
I mean, that's part of the artistic process. But
right. But he just
I think
decided
when
to
he
work on
took
his
it
craft.
seriously.
Yeah, he worked
when
on
he
the
took it
craft.
seriously as a craft, I was like, shit.
Yeah, he's really.
This is really good.
It's really good because he can adopt different personalities and stuff like that. Yeah, for sure. Tyler, the Creator, Kendrick Lamar, two best probably albums this year. I can't think of anything better. I don't know, whatever BTS pulled out, I guess, but I haven't followed BTS in a while.
I'm like,
whatever Jungkook like did. I'm probably gonna get BTS fans yelling at me about it, but yeah.
Probably Chapel Roan's probably gonna get like a or Sabrina Carpenter. They're probably gonna be like up there in like the pop realm.
It's still Taylor Swift for me. Like I wouldn't consider myself a Swiftie, but I get it. I get Taylor Swift, and I understand why she's so fun and like all her music's great. But again, it's pop music, so it's a different beast. But yeah, no, I've actually been like, so do you know that whole thing with Drake suing UMG?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so and he was just saying like, oh, you guys are just forcing these numbers and putting me down so I can get the lower contract kind of thing, right?
Mm-hmm.
But then
I've
like
seen that.
yeah, like part of me thinks like that's kind of true in a sense. Like I'm just getting a little conspiratorial. But like I kind of believe that's true because I just think that's how music industry is that they just push certain artists for like one for money and two to like renegotiate contracts. I think that's the reason why like Taylor Swift is like fuck this, I'm gonna the Taylor version kind of stuff. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
It's just to own because you got to own your own work kind of thing, and I think she has like the ability to do that. And like, yeah, so it's just funny when I heard about Drake suing that and accusing like that music group of like doing that to like Kendrick and stuff like that. But then like someone like was pointing like I forgot what journalist was pointing this out, but they were saying like, oh, let's say if Drake does win this case or whatever, something like that, maybe this gives the opportunity for like more indie artists to come out to get them exposed. And they're saying like the only positive thing about if Drake does win this is that more indie artists come out. And that's it. And like, which is funny because I feel like my only music source lately has been YouTube channels that just play a bunch of indie music or like basically like it's variations of Lo-Fi Girl, right? It's just with different genres. Like, do you know the actual artists and song titles of like 95% of those Lo-Fi Girl songs? Like, no.
Fuck no.
From like, I think he used to be called Suicidal Sheep. I forgot what he named his channel to, but like, you know, like that kind of music. Like, I don't know 95% of these artists' names or songs, but the music's really good. And I hope one day that becomes the thing that we start to pick up more SoundCloud, Bandcamp bands, groups, and give them more spotlight because there's still a lot of good music out there. Like I just saw this band called Chin Chin Planet or Chin Chin from I think they're from Rancho Cucamonga and they performed in San Diego with Ginger Root. And I think they're one of the sickest like soul bands I've heard in a while, like R&B soul rock bands I've heard in a while. So it's sick. It's sick. More music, baby. Get more indies out there, man. Get more indies.
Yeah, I wish there was I'm not gonna say there was a way. There's obviously avenues for them. It's just the like a pay structure. I wish it was more equitable so that indie artists are able to not only get discovered through the algorithm, but also be like more like fairly compensated. Because it's like the top percent, right, of like Spotify streams go to like Drake, Taylor Swift, Kendrick, etc. Like people who are already like famous, but then it's like the random bands and creators or vocalists, they're like so it's like they'll get like $1 every like quarter or whatever the fuck, however the payouts go.
Bandcamp Fridays, yo, Bandcamp Fridays. Wait, who bought out Bandcamp again? Shit.
I want to say Epic Games did. I think we did.
I think you're right.
I think we did an episode segment of that.
Fuck yeah, you're right. God damn it! Now that I think about it.
But it's like, what do they do? Like, what did they do with it? I don't think they even did anything with it. I think they just bought it.
Exploiting the backs of free labor. That's the form of like new capitalism now. Is making money off free content. That's the new
It's
capitalism.
kind of like Fortnite is just the way that they're just promoting themselves is just through like collaborations and like microtransactions. That's all they're fucking doing.
Concerts.
Yeah.
Everything's just becoming like, Roblox and Minecraft now.
Yeah, it's like I don't know. Like obviously, like I think we've talked about in previous episodes of like Fortnite, Roblox. Those are kind of like where like these digital third spaces are, but it's still like a weird. It's not like a weird, but it's just like it just feels out of place. I think at this moment in time.
Agreed. I agree with
like
you.
I don't want to go to a concert and log in. Like can I go to a concert in real life? Can I have like a beverage or two and enjoy the music?
Yeah, I've been kind of noticing there's a shift in the content creator culture lately with a lot of like everyone's kind of pivoting industries or like companies are going a different way now with like their talents and stuff like that. And I just feel like people are going to subscription models now and whatnot because they can't keep up with like the hustle and bustle of like content. Like they can't keep up with like the algorithm kind of thing because it just burns everybody out. And I feel like this is like the story of being a content creator is like everybody burns the fuck out because they feel like if I don't keep posting every week or everything blah blah blah, I'm not going to get recognized by the YouTube algorithm, Instagram algorithm, or anything like that. And so I think, like, for example, The Verge is now doing a subscription service because one, it's also to protect themselves against AI, but two, they don't want to be like a running the Google search algorithm, like wheel and stuff like that. So it's interesting watching like these different creators take a different start to pivot. Like, for example, like, actually, I watched it this morning, but Matt Diavella just finally came back from the 8-month hiatus. I was actually going to ask him, tell this earlier, but he's pretty much like, I was a dad, like I've been a dad for like the last like 10 months and I've gone through my ups and downs kind of thing. It's a really good video about him being open about being a dad and being a creative and not being in the mood to do anything because I can't sleep because this child is like, you know what I mean? He's like, it's like depression. Yeah. It's like lack of sleep. It's not doing what you want to do. It's being burnt out creatively. It's like forcing yourself to do the work rather than enjoying the work kind of thing. So it's interesting. So it's a good video. I think everyone should check it out about like people who are coming back from the creative slump kind of thing. It was pretty inspirational to me. It's pretty inspirational. So yeah, 2025, baby. I'm looking forward to it.
What do you think for 2025, like your mantra is?
Just put your head down and just start doing stuff. Like really just, you know, like what we were saying in the beginning is like close your circle a little bit, at least our age, us, like our people our age, just focus a little bit more like inside within each other. Keep your circle close and just do the work on yourself, do the work on the things you want to do, because the world might burn, but you can only do what's like in here for yourself. That sounds so terrible. The world might burn. No, like the world might be like not that great of a place, but the best you can do is just focus on like your inner circle and like propel yourself to like bigger and greater things. I think I sent you the stupid ass video, but like the grass is greener where you water it, I guess is the best way to put it.
No, that's appropriate.
Yeah, there you go. The grass is greener where you water it, bitches. Take that seriously. What about you, Erwin? What's your mantra in 2025?
Like I wanted to say like be like facetious and say fuck it, get money, but it's like deeper than that. I think I've been trying to say that for like the last few years, but it's like,
yeah, you've been sending that to me. Like you've been sending like inspirational quotes and stuff like that to me, but just basically fucking get money. But there's definitely a deeper connotation to it.
Well, it's like also because I've been thinking about this, I think for a month at least, is um I think in 2016 is like the concept of the deep how was it like the dark forest theory, which is kind of like the basis of like um the three body problem for Netflix. Right. So
Right? Why'd you mention
if a
2016?
forest at night is quiet, is it quiet because the creatures and the environment is scared of you or scared of each other? Is the quietness an absence of life? So in terms of like that dark forest theory and how it applies like the internet and like social circles, right? Is it like just because I'm quiet or just because I'm not as online and in public in my activities, is what I'm doing in the silence still kind of like worth a value? Is it okay to withdraw and just like build this like small network of like just like the family and friends and just focus on that? And so like it goes along with that of like for you to say like, oh yeah, just like close yourself off and
Well, not
not
yourself
close
off.
yourself off,
Yeah, yeah.
but like narrow and just kind of refocus like your energy. But then it's like I've been thinking about it. I'm like, but is that is that space for me? Was that already burned? Did that burn down in the last 8 years? Is it
No.
the same dark forest that I've already like? If I like, does that dark forest exist? Does that dark forest, was that like redeveloped? Like was that cleared for other things? So I'm like, I don't know. Like that's like my like full. It's a very philosophical and existential kind of
Wow,
like question.
that's interesting. Wow,
It's like a
that's
really
pretty
deep.
deep.
It's like deep because that's been like my core kind of like theory for the last like almost decade of like, yeah, I might not be just because I'm not like pushing my content like Gary V or whatever, peak Gary V. It's like, no, but I've like built these connections. I built like, I've done these things, but it just feels different. So I'm like, I guess what I'm trying to say for 2025 is that I agree, it's about this like refocusing, but also being open to like figuring it out and being okay with the unknown of figuring it out. Because it might not be the same
I
as it
see.
was before and what the like circumstances of like refocusing, but it's that like you should refocus, but be prepared for like, or be open to like new avenues or whatever.
It might
Sorry, it
not.
got really deep, but
Yeah, no. Like I think you're also saying like maybe our time for wanting the spotlight is done, and like it's fine to find success in the backstage now.
yeah, hey, that could be it. It's that could be an avenue, but it's like, yeah, I don't know. Fuck,
Yeah, no, that's
because it'd
very
be
true.
nice to not worry about like, because it also it's like this creator culture. Like, why not? It's like why not? Like, actually keep moving towards something that makes it worthwhile and makes it also like be kind of like an addition to what we have as our like main hustles or whatever the fuck.
Yeah.
Whatever
Oh,
the fuck it is, like finding your like passion and or like refining your passion and kind of like going off with that.
yeah. Actually, that kind of reminds me of like an Asmund Gold kind of thing when you apologize for saying something really, really like I guess something kind of bad, and he kind of
Mm-hmm.
apologized for it because he just like it's like this is like the culture, and it kind of made me this way, and he apologized for it. He's like, I'm sorry, like it's not obviously it's not who he is, but then it's because like of this content creator culture, the need to perform and whatnot. It's just it makes you into someone who you're not sometimes, right? It might make you sound a little racist or homophobic, or you know what I mean? Like
Mm-hmm.
it just might make you like a really like I don't know. It's crazy, but yeah, like don't lose yourself in that hype. Just again, focus on the backstage is cool too. You can find success in the backstage.
Yeah.
I don't need the spotlight actor anymore. I'm good. My time is past for that.
Well, I don't know how long it's been. I didn't even keep a timer.
Oh,
but
we had a good time.
Oh, excuse me. All right, so this is gonna be the last episode until 2025. So like and subscribe on YouTube. Find us on Spotify, fucking Apple, wherever you can hear a podcast. Yeah, I don't know. We'll see you guys next time. Shit.
Yeah. Peace out, guys. Peace.
Bye-bye. Merry Christmas, motherfuckers.
Oh yeah, Merry Christmas. Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas in the meantime. Happy Hanukkah. Happy New Year.
Happy Kwanzaa.
Kwanzaa. Gang.
Gang.
All right, peace.